Hello everyone, I'm Jessica with Black Travelers Network, where we provide trips that focus on the Black experience in different parts of the world, and we cover news stories that impact the African diaspora. Before we get into today's story, I want to just give you a quick encouragement to remind you that in the event that you travel, always make sure you protect yourself by getting some travel insurance. Below in the description box, you can find our affiliate link to World Nomads, which is one of the more popular travel insurance providers. And with that being said, I want to get into today's story because you will connect the pitch for travel insurance and the importance of travel insurance to today's story. Well, there's fallout from the Coachella Festival, folks. So this story comes to us from the New York Post. And the title of the story is Herpes Reports Skyrocket Around Coachella. So Coachella Festival goers went home last weekend, presumably with farmer tans, fond memories, and in some cases, herpes. Herp Alert, a website where users can send NSFW images for clinical evaluation and receive prescription treatment for the incurable STD is just a couple of hours. Tells the Post they saw an influx of cases in Indio, California during the last month. Normally, the site doles out some 12 diagnoses per day, but between April 12th and April 21st, spanning the 2 weeks of Coachella, they counted up to 250 herpes cases a day. That's about 1,100 total infections in the towns surrounding the festival grounds. Indio, Palm Desert, and Coachella Valley, as well as nearby Los Angeles, San Diego, and Orange, where many of the Fest fans reside. This year's Coachella topped Herp Alert's previous record set during Oscars weekend when they saw 60 cases in one day. The reason why I want to highlight this article is because there are festivals that go on all around the country, all around the world, where people fly to different places, people travel to have a good time, to turn up, drink some drinks, and in some cases smoke some trees and some other stuff. But the reality is that a lot of people, and I mean we're all adults for the most part who listen to this who listen to this channel, and a lot of people hook up. They hook up once, they never see that person again. It's never the plan to see that person again. And I just want to say, when it comes to your sexual health, you have to not only be thoughtful about who you're with, but if you want to engage in that kind of activity at an event like that. I mean, Coachella is one of those events that attracts thousands of people. So statistically, I mean, you get that many people together, somebody gonna have something. and a lot of times it's stuff people can't really get rid of. It's a really sad story to me because these folks are gonna have to live with that. Over 1,100 cases. I mean, that's epidemic proportion. That's insane. I mean, just off of Coachella weekend, that's kind of crazy. But just make sure when you travel, the point is, sex when you're traveling is very, very risky. Everybody makes their own choices at the end of the day. All we can recommend is folks, make sure you carry some condoms. But when it comes to herpes, I mean, that's one of those things that it doesn't matter. You can't protect yourself against that because oftentimes it's, the direct result of skin to skin contact. So no matter if you have a condom and you use the condom, that's one of those diseases that can still be transmitted. So, this was just a very shocking story. Very, very shocking to hear. And, a word of warning to all of you who love to travel to some of the big events that happen, whether it's Essence Fest, All-Star Weekend, Super Bowl weekend, whatever the case may be. Statistically, people are going to have stuff. You obviously can't tell just by looking at somebody. So I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on hooking up when you travel or while you're on vacation? We're all adults. I know for a fact people do it. I've seen it and witnessed it with my own eyes. You got to remember, we take people to Brazil, specifically to Rio during Carnival, where people come from all over the world and hook up. So let's get the conversation popping. Drop your comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.